What's up, everybody? This is Terrell.
I'm Tiearra.
And I'm Tewann.
And you're about to be
Rewired.
Today we're going to be talking about a topic that is, I think, culturally relevant. That body, yada, 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 yada.
Body yada 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 yada. Body yada 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 yada.
And how the cosmetic surgery wave is taking over our community, and everybody's going to get their body done. So we're going to talk about our feelings about it. I guess some personal experiences, and just kind of chop it up on the topic. So this is my personal views on the topic of cosmetic surgery. I think that it has its place. I don't think it's a bad thing in general. But I think the words that come to mind when it comes to that topic is moderation and balance. If it's done in moderation, the way that it was designed, then I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. Like if you are, you a stable person, you got a good job, you take care of your bills, you take care of your kids, you work out and try to eat right, and you feel good about yourself in general, but you got a few little problem areas you want to snip and tuck, that's your business. Right. But if you are trying to fill a void in your life, you have issues with your personal self-esteem, and you feel like living up to a certain aesthetic standard is going to fill that void, then once you do that, it's going to be something else that serves as that void. So it's like, I think it's a slippery slope between doing it responsibly and doing it in excess, and where it can be harmful.
Definitely. What do you think about it, Tiearra?
I feel like when it comes to body dysmorphia, it only becomes a disorder when you become obsessed. Like, if you become obsessed with the flaws that you have, then eventually you'll start changing every single thing about yourself that you don't like. So I feel like that's where the body dysmorphia come in, because it's a difference between you fixing something that you don't like. That's just like mothers, like people that give, women that give birth to kids. Like, our body go through a lot of changes, So I can definitely see how, if you want to get your body done, if you happen to have a kid and your boobs get a little saggy, you might want to push them up.
Put them back where they used to be.
I've always been like that.
Like Omarion, where they supposed to be.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be real. I'm for choice. I'm pro-choice. Now, y'all two, on the other hand, I'm so happy that we're doing this subject, because y'all stay talking stuff about it.
I think it's pro-choice, but I think that the choice itself needs to be examined. Like, just because it's pro-choice don't mean you making the right choice.
Exactly.
Right?
For me, I'm gonna be that voice of reason, that friend to tell you what you need to hear, whether it sound good coming out or not. I mean, I feel like it's enough messages out there reinforcing getting our body done. So the rewire comes in when we talk about some of the negative things associated. Like, for me, it's only acceptable if it's the last resort type thing. Like, you've tried everything else. Number one, you've invested in your mental health to make sure that it's not a mental disease like body dysmorphia, which will lead to you getting surgery after surgery after surgery, right? Yeah. Number two, that you've invested in your physical health to see what your bodily range is, because we all have a range. We all have a way of looking good for our body and looking bad for our body. So if you've never made the dietary and exercise sacrifices to see what good for your body is, then you don't even know if you need surgery or not.
That's exactly what I was saying, is when you don't invest daily into your health, then your appearance reflects your daily habits.
Exactly.
You can alter your appearance, but if you don't alter those daily habits, they gonna catch up to you eventually.
Right. We all know that person that look good on the outside, but they still act like that person that they used to be.
They so ugly in the
and insecure.
Definitely.
Exactly.
And both of y'all touched on a topic that I wanted to kind of get a little bit further into. One of them is like the mommy makeover thing.
Yeah.
The other one is like the evaluation type scenario that happens before you get your body done, right?
Mm-hmm.
I really feel like it needs to be some type of mental health component to even the mommy makeover, because what it sounds like to me from a mental health perspective, when I hear a woman a lot of times describing what they go through physically after childbirth, is like, postpartum depression.
Mm-hmm.
So why address the issues and dress it up on the outside without, addressing the inside? So what depression is something that permeates from the inside out, not from the outside in. So if you are you addressing something, it's kind of like putting a mask on your regular face.
Yeah.
You can wear it every day, but your real face is still back there.
Yeah, it's gonna come out eventually.
Yeah. So
And that's why when you meet most people that are whole, that are like happy with themselves, they are so like, they're natural. Most people, I'm not gonna say all, but most people are. Those kind of people are natural because they've learned to love who they are, and they learn to work what they have, because everybody is not made to have muscles. Everybody is not made to have a six-pack. It's not made to have the biggest butt like Buffy the Body. You know
definitely.
what I mean?
Oh yeah. And
So-
also, like you said, both of y'all just said this, but we gotta start comparing ourselves to our ideal.
Goals. Yeah.
Our goals. Like I don't go nowhere personally unless I feel comfortable. But if I feel comfortable, you can't tell me nothing that's gonna make me feel like I don't look good. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's not based on everybody else's opinion. It's based on whether or not I feel good about it. So just like with the body, man, if you have a certain goal or a certain way you want to look, then that's fine. But to say, I want to look like that person, I want to look like this picture, I want to look like what I saw on social media yesterday or last week or whatever the case may be.
Because most people, once they get their stuff done, you notice they continue to get more and more surgery, more and more surgery. So then it becomes the obsession. The obsession turns into the body dysmorphia.
Have you noticed that all of these chicks is starting to look alike though?
Yeah.
Like all the industry rappers, like they end up doing, first they do the butt, then they do the waist, then they do the chest, and then the teeth, and then the collagen lips, then the hair.
It's
Next
the
thing you
teeth
know-
for me. It's the it's everybody getting the big old thick little teeth.
The thick ones.
Yeah, but then next thing you know, they all start looking like sisters.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh.
yeah.
Don't be
Don't
nigga. I'll sue your ass.
So let's talk about some of the risk involved with getting cosmetic surgery, because I was flabbergasted at some of the things that I was able to find out through my research.
What did you find out, Tewann?
First of all, wow. First of all, I found out that the ass implants in particular are especially dangerous because it's a foreign object that's going into your body. Your body may accept it or reject it, but if it does reject it, it's a high probability that it gets infected because it's a lot of bacteria back there. You
There's
know
a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying?
bacteria in your butt.
Yeah, they said it's the dirtiest part of your body.
There's
So,
your ass.
so I would definitely caution people from the ass implants if you didn't get some medical consultation first.
Hold up, though. Because y'all keep talking about the ass. There's a lot of men out here getting them abs done as well. So what? Y'all know anybody with their abs done? How is that
I don't know.
going?
I haven't heard of that. I have heard of men getting liposuction.
Lipo.
And the biggest risk I've seen with the liposuction is blood clotting. So like whenever you go into the skin and pull out like tissue and fat, then the skin has to repair itself, and those blood vessels and stuff have to repair. And when they do, they can sometimes clot and cause a whole bunch of different problems.
The main thing for me is anytime you go under, like you get put to sleep anesthesia, like it's a risky procedure at times. So, I mean, for me personally, I ain't trying to do that unless I absolutely have to.
What about now? I feel like is non-surgical things considered body dysmorphia? Let's say if I wanted to get if bodybuilders, you know what I'm saying? Like, is that considered body dysmorphia?
I think it is. Through my
taking
research,
steroids, taking pills.
Whenever it's something that you obsess over that's minor to the average person, that's super major to you, or something that you focus on, or something that you can't even go through your regular day without incorporating or spending a whole bunch of time on. They said over an hour and a half on something minor could be a criteria for a diagnosis of body dysmorphic disorder.
Definitely, and that takes me back to my initial 2 points is moderation and balance. Because although I do see patterns that suggest that a little bit of neurotic type of focus in on a certain topic can make you successful, but a little bit too much can turn into a disorder.
Yeah.
So it's a real fine line between a person that's passionate about how they feel about a topic and a person that's over the top and excessive. Excessive, exactly. So I think it's the same thing with this. I work out daily, but it's still some things that I'm just not willing to do. I'm not going to center my life around my workout. I'm going to work out, you know what I'm saying, regularly, try to be conscious of everything that I put in my body and just live an overall healthy lifestyle. And hopefully my body and the way it looks will reflect that those daily choices. But I'm not going to obsess over the gym any more than I would obsess over anything else in my life.
I just said that because I see some people that do that too. I see people in the gym, they just, they picking up the biggest weight in the building, okay?
They walk around with their water jugs.
They got veins
and their ego
everywhere.
lifted.
So I just say get off the women back, because at the end of the day, it's a lot of men out here that's obsessed with their body too. And it's crazy to me, okay? They taking steroids, they in the gym, lifting the building up, lifting up cars.
They
doing all type of
strong man concept.
Yes.
I just feel like we need to be the voice of reason sometimes, man, because it's all of these images of people who have these ideal bodies, and there's nobody saying that you look good enough the way you are.
Right. So if no one ever told you today, you look good. You look good. Don't go get nothing done.
Definitely.
Unless you really, really, really have to and you really, really want to.
And you've done your homework.
Yeah, you've done your research, because look at me. I was a little skinny little toothpick, but now I'm growing into a body.
Hey,
and I love it.
I'm going to be honest with y'all. Some of y'all don't look good, but that's okay. You don't have to look good. You can be good from the inside out, and that makes you look good. You feel me?
And we all have a range. You know what I'm saying? So if we live a healthy lifestyle, then you can even look better based on the lifestyle that you live in.
And my thing is, who is the judge? I feel like the media now is having people confused about what to be accepting of. It's a lot of body shaming going on out here, but on one end, you could body shame and say, ugh, I don't mess with fat girls, or I don't like a chick, she too fluffy and all that. And then when they go get their body done, you want to be looking like, oh, that's fake. What? You can't win for losing like that. You just as comfortably big. Now I got my body snatched.
I like to be a fat girl personally, but yeah, that's what I was just about to say. It's just like a face. You know what I'm saying? People, it ain't a lot of people in the black community getting their faces done. You know what I'm saying?
They been getting a little Michael Jackson nose.
Yeah, but even if your face ain't that cute, it's somebody out there that like your face. You know what I'm saying? It's probably somebody out there that like that body just the way it is.
Exactly. It is, matter of fact. It is. A lot of people like the natural look more than the fake look. I can say that.
That's true, too.
I'm not even trying to say
that's the crazy thing. If you have an average body, you don't want nobody with a perfect body. It's too much pressure on you.
Definitely. And if you can't afford to get it done right, and you got one of them pull apart, Build-A-Bear bodies.
With the legs don't match?
Yeah.
The thighs ain't matching up?
You got one of those Miss Potato Head bodies.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Listen.
You ran out of money and with one of these.
Yeah, just save your money, save up, get a therapist,
Yes.
work on your mental health, because then by the time you clear your mind up, you'll be like, dang, I'm tripping.
I'm
What I
actually
have is
beautiful
good
just the
enough.
way I am.
Yes. Self-love.
Period.
I just wanted to tell about a personal experience, man, because it really impacted me a little bit. It was a lady that I knew. She was real nice and well respected and well known and everything. She was a little bit older, but I think she kind of hung out with a younger crowd or whatever.
And by older, you mean?
Like how old?
Yeah.
Like maybe about 40s, 45-ish.
Okay.
Okay.
So she was old enough to be kind of out of the pop culture, I guess, but young enough to still, have a little swag about her or whatever.
Okay.
So she went, got her body done. Everything was good. Everybody was giving her all these positive, feedback. Great, it's good. She a little older. You feel me? So she
Right.
gained weight again.
Oh,
So she went and got her body done again. And then, due to pressure and stuff around her, trying to keep up with a younger crowd and stuff like that, went and got her body done another time and didn't make it through the surgery. Ended up passing. Didn't even make it through the surgery. So it was kind of surreal because the response that she got from her friends to me was a little bit insulting. It was like,
Whoa.
everybody was all like, I can't believe this happened. And, she was gone too soon, which was, it was well received. But I was thinking these are the same people that was pressuring her
To get her body
done, making her feel like what
Her
she
body
already
wasn't
looked
good
like
enough.
wasn't good enough. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So it was like, at some point, we have to understand that life and death decisions can be made based on somebody else's opinion that won't change whether or not you feel good about yourself.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
you got to develop some type of, something that don't change based on other people's opinion.
And build your self-esteem, because I know girls that go get their body done and like they still kind of, insecure, a little self-conscious about their size, and it's just like, it really breaks my heart to see that, because it's like you done paid $20,000, $10,000, I don't know how much they're going for now, but you paid all this money to get yourself fixed, and you realize that it's not even what's on the outside that you didn't even like, that it's a mind thing, it's a mind game out here. Like, you have to really, really be content with who you are inside and out, because if you don't, then you'll always be trying to fill that void. You'll always be looking for something to change, something to buy, something to get, to feel like you in. But what's really in is real, and people skip that. I don't know. To me, I feel like real is in. Maybe
But,
somewhere
man,
else.
I just wanted to say this right quick. Just a personal preference. I don't know how many guys out there I'm speaking for, but me, I prefer a natural body. So, I mean, I know it's a lot of pressure out there to get your body done. A lot of people saying
That's
that
a
you
lot of pressure when I
should.
see them big old
And when
booties.
you see the music videos, that's
Pressure.
what's
Yeah.
shown. But me, if it's any other average dudes like me, I prefer a natural body.
I prefer a natural body too. And to answer what you said, Tiearra, about the big booty.
How is the
big
pressure
booties-
dealing with these big old booties?
The big
around her?
booty is great, but proportion is more important than size. You know what I'm
Proportion
saying?
as in what?
Like
Ways?
the shape of the body. There's actually research out there that will give you stats on what parts of the body is more aesthetically pleasing to the opposite sex.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
it's the Coke bottle shape that the man is. It don't have to be a big Coke bottle. It could be a little Coke bottle or a medium-sized Coke
Man, it
bottle.
don't have to be the king size. It could be that little old school.
It could be the travel pack.
So is it
Yeah.
true that you guys look at the size of the head as well, like just the figure? Like, do your head match your body?
Yes, and it's got to be extreme for me. Like, you got to have a real big head for me to be like, dang, she got a big head. Her head don't match her body.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's like normally, that's
No
not.
doubt.
Yeah, you got to be a Domer Simpson.
And for me, I mean, I like natural bodies too. I like the men with the natural bodies.
Do you ever see a man with his body done?
Yes, I'm trying to tell y'all.
Is it
right now. A lot of men
obvious?
got their body done. They don't be telling
How
us.
can you tell if a man got his body?
Because there's fake little abs that they've been buying. They look like fake abs. The women can get fake abs too. I mean, it's a lot of maybe gay guys that got their butts done. You know what I mean? It's a lot of bodies done out here, baby. I mean,
That is baffling though.
I'm not gonna go into that.
they out here. I don't got no
That's a
problem. I
whole
say
nother
do
topic
you.
for a whole
But
nother
love
day.
yourself.
Please love yourself.
Love yourself.
Nobody is gonna love you like you are.
Man,
And that body look good. Big, small, long.
yes, do your homework too, and invest in a therapist. Probably what you need.
And that's a wrap.
So yeah, man, today we just wanted to give you guys an alternate perspective. Like, I know in the media and social media on the music videos and the culture, it push one look towards young ladies and say, this what we gotta look like.
And young men too.
And young men too.
So,
But we want to rewire the thought process and say that all shapes, sizes, colors, all of those things are beautiful, and we don't want to look to the outside to validate ourselves as people. We want to be validated from the inside out.
And that's healthy. That's living a healthy lifestyle. So I've been rewired today. Thank y'all.
Thanks for rewiring.
thanks for tuning in, and remember to tune in on YouTube, Rewired 2020, and Instagram, Rewired Podcast _.
And you have been
Rewired.